What is up, YouTube? Welcome to PanFro Games, and we have even more Pokemon Scarlet and Violet leaks, and we actually got some brand new leaked images, so that is incredibly exciting. We got some more updated information about new forms. We're going to be debunking some fake information, and there's even some drama among the leakers, and we're covering all of that today. And of course, guys, if you like this type of information, please leave a like, subscribe to the channel. I really appreciate it. And now let's just dive right into the leaks. And first things first, Primeape's evolution is getting a fighting ghost typing, and that is awesome. And it actually has to tie in with the previous Pokemon Dex entry. When we look at his Dex entry, it says it has been known to become so angry that it dies as a result. Its face looks peaceful in death, however. And that's really awesome. You know, that a past Dex entry is hinting at this future evolution. And I wonder how it's going to look, because Primeape is a pretty angry Pokemon. It's always mad, it's always raging, especially from the anime. But if it dies and now it's happy, I wonder if it's going to be like a dead pig monkey looking Pokemon that's like smiling with a big grin. It could be a little bit creepy, honestly, with how happy it is. I also want to say, from a competitive aspect, that the Fighting Ghost type is a phenomenal offensive typing. This is great overall. Really excited to see what this Pokemon has to show us in the future. Now, Murkrow has no evolution. That was actually reported an error. So RIP Murkrow fans, I'm so sorry, but Murkrow gets nothing now. And the new move learning system from Pokemon Legends Arceus is back, which is awesome. If you're unfamiliar what it was, essentially, you did not need heart scales. You would just go to your Pokemon in the menu, you go to their moves, and then you can just hit swap moves, and then you can swap it out of any other move they already knew in the past. Love that. Just makes it more accessible, easier to do. Removes all the padding, because no one wants to farm love this to get heart scales or whatever method is going to be in Scarlet and Violet. Now we can just learn the moves whenever you want, and I love that. Ancient and future Pokemon are being called in-game Paradox Pokemon. We do not know how legit this is. This is definitely going to be a translation error, and I can see in English that it's going to be different, but we're just going to have to wait and see. But for now, we're going to refer to ancient future Pokemon as Paradox Pokemon, just to make it easier to understand. There is a new field feature in Scarlet and Violet, and that is called Pokemon Picnic. This is very similar to Pokemon Me, Pokemon Refresh, and Pokemon Camp from the past Pokemon games. And you're going to be able to hang out with your Pokemon, increase their happiness, feed them food, and restore their HP by making them food. But you can also get eggs from this method. Since there is no daycare system in Scarlet and Violet, the daycare has been replaced with Pokemon Picnic, and you're going to be able to have your Pokemon breed in this picnic setting. I don't know how many eggs you can make at once or how many different Pokemon you can have paired up together, but I think this is going to be really cool, because, you know, you don't have to go to a daycare, especially in an open world game. You don't want to keep going back over and over again to one point. You just want to be able to do your breeding on the go. And you may want to like do other things like hunt certain Pokemon. So if you are able to hatch eggs and hunt a certain Pokemon at the exact same time at your own convenience, then that is going to be a great thing to do. So Paradox Jigglypuff from the past and Paradox Delibird from the future are going to be keeping their same typings. I think that's really lame. I mean, normal fairy and ice flying, especially for Delibird, ice flying is terrible typing. It really deserves something more. I mean, honestly, maybe a different ability and then different, you know, stats to it and different moves can really help it out. But Delibird is a pretty garbage Pokemon, and the ice flying is definitely one of the big reasons why it has a lot of problems overall. So Paradox Pokemon from the past are exclusive to Scarlet. Paradox Pokemon from the future are exclusive to Violet. I think that was a no-brainer. Let's be real. When we talked about it, like, it's just ancient and future forms. I mean, Scarlet was obvious going to be in the past, and Violet was obviously in the future. This makes a lot of sense, and this is what our version exclusives are going to be. So I'm totally fine with that. I have no issue. And you can actually get as many Paradox Pokemon as you want in the endgame area. This is actually related to the story, so they're only going to be really seen in a catchable state at the end of the game. I'm sure throughout the story, you're going to be able to battle them as like boss Pokemon, like alpha Pokemon, right? But at the end of the game, you can actually try to farm them, shiny hunt them, and get as many as you want, and then trade with your friends. So I think that's really cool. I'm glad it's not like a single encounter only like a legendary Pokemon. We also learn about the themes of the Gen 9 starters, and Sprigatito is going to be a magician type of Pokemon. Quaxley is going to be based on a dancer, which does make sense. It's a Pokemon that is very powerful with its legs and is a fighting type, so I believe that. And Fuecoco is going to be more of an artist or some sort of musician. So this is a very cool combination. I really want to see what the Fuecoco one looks like. We also learned that the coin Pokemon evolves into a golden Ningen. If you don't know what this is actually a cryptic, which is a pretty much a monster, a mythical monster, and it lives underwater. They're actually known around Antarctica, and it's part of a Japanese myth as well. So very interesting stuff that a coin is going to turn into some sort of sea monster. Apparently, the Pokemon map in this game is not too big, but if you add the ocean, it gets really big. We don't know if we're going to be really playing in the ocean or not. I think we probably will be, because rumor has it, or leaks has it, that we're going to be able to surf on the legendary Pokemon or fly on the legendary Pokemon too. So it doesn't make a lot of sense. We also learned that only one Pokemon can follow you at a time. Like recent games, they can't follow you indoors. That is honestly what I expect. And bonus, Arceus is not in the game, so don't expect to transfer over any shiny Arceus you got from BDSP. Now, we actually have some images of the game's map floating around, and I have them here. And we also have some sketches of the starter evolutions. I do want to say that the sketches of the starter evolutions are terrible and childlike and an absolute meme. So take it with a grain of salt, but I do believe they are legit. I trust Centro on this. But let's look at the game map first. So this is what was in the original Pokemon Scarlet and Violet trailer. This is how we knew it was going to be the Iberian region in Spain and Portugal. And here's the actual in-game map. It's going to be a little bit blurry, but we can see that here is the actual in-game map, all blurred out. You can see there's sort of a desert area up here. There's a lot of like lakes and waterfront. There's a big ocean area. It looks like there's some mountains on the right side here. Pokemon are most likely going to have biodomes. I assume all these big structures are actually going to be different towns and cities, and maybe where the gyms are actually located or something else. We have another image here as well. This looks to be the northern part. So this is the southern side of the map, and we got the northern part where there's a big desert here, and then a massive marsh and swamp area as well, into another mountain range. I don't see anything with ice. I can maybe a little bit ice over here, but this is what we're overall looking at. I wonder what this big purple thing in the middle is going to be. It's probably going to be like a big gym area or something. But this is our early looks at the actual in-game map. I'm sure we'll be seeing more of this soon, but the leakers will keep on blurring this type of content out because they don't want to get caught. And here's our crudely drawn evolutions. Yes, that is right. This is what Centro was actually referring to into this thing. There's some sketches of the starter evolutions. Well, here's the sketches, and here's Huecoco on all fours, and we got a bird on its head. Wonder what's going on here. I mean, I wouldn't even call this a sketch. This is just like an outline. Spiggerito has the flower petal around the neck, as we saw in the image, but apparently it has a big mask too. We sort of did see a mask overall. It has a dark mask. And then Quaxly's final form. I think this is actually very interesting. We see sort of a peacockness to the back of the Pokemon here with its feathers. So it's probably dancing like a peacock, and it's going to be kicking off its big fighting type legs. So I think this is actually the most interesting of the three. I mean, this one's all right, has the bird. I think this one's pretty useless overall. But I think Quaxly's with this, looking more like a peacock and a turkey here. I get the right vibes from it. So I'm definitely a big fan of what they're going to probably do with it. I'm still going to go Fuecoco, though, because I think Fire Ghost is such a cool typing. And honestly, I always go with fire types, and who knows if there's going to be any good fire types in this game. Now for something a little bit different for the end of this video. We're going to talk about some leaker drama, a little bit of drama. There was a lot of drama going over Pokemon leaks. I mean, as you have seen, I've made a lot of videos on Pokemon leaks, and there's two sources. There's Riddler-Ku, the old source, and there is a new source named Kala, and he's pretty much super quiet about his stuff, and he's locked his account and all this other stuff. But because of the drama between Riddler-Ku and also Centro, who we've been referencing in these videos, Riddler-Ku has ended up quitting the leaker scene as for now. It says like he is pretty much done. So the main reason that we'll never share any information is that the account was reported by Central Leaks and his followers for many times, and we've received system warnings to the fact we're forced to stop. So pretty much he's just saying Centro made it so that they can't post anymore. I'm going to take my personal opinion. This guy is really harassing the Centro account, and I think it's really annoying. I think a lot of people don't like this guy personally, and he just says a lot of things overall that didn't really lead to anything useful, and I think he had a really big power trip. So I am really happy about him, I mean, I of course want more information, but I could really care less about the Riddler-Ku stuff. So we're probably not going to see Riddler-Ku any more often, and looks like Centro has a great in with the new leaker Kaka. So we're just gonna have to wait and see. Hopefully this man will keep giving us that good stuff overall, and we can actually see what Centro's take on the whole thing as well. Essentially just saying that Ku has been harassing Centro for this entire time, and Centro has some information on Ku. Apparently have information on each other, and they used to be tight, and then overall they just fell apart. And you know, leakers come and go in any sort of scene overall. I would not worry too much about this, and I'll try to, like, honestly just stay out of the drama and just try to enjoy the leaks overall. But at the end of the day, I think the map looks very interesting. I think we only saw probably a little bit of the map overall too. I don't think this is the full map. I'm going to say I think there's probably going to be parts of it that are going to be more on the west side as well that we have not seen. But yeah, guys, let me know in the comment section below if you are excited for the Fighting Ghost Primeape. I definitely am, and I'll catch you guys next time. And don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel. Peace out and have a great one.